Hello students, in this part we'll discuss what is MS Excel, conditional formatting in MS Excel and the various cell referencing used in MS Excel. Okay, let's begin.
First we have to discuss what is MS Excel. Well, this MS Excel is a spreadsheet package available in MS Office suite. Okay, so it means it's a spreadsheet software that is available in MS Office suite. It is used for arranging data in tabular format. It means data in MS Excel will be stored in a table-like structure. As you can see over here on this picture, you are able to see this. I hope that you all are able to see this table-like structure over here. Inside this table-like structure, our data items are generally stored. Generally, it is used as a data analysis tool. It means this MS Excel will only be used for analyzing or working on the data values. File extension of MS Excel spreadsheet is .xls or .xlsx. It means whenever you will save your file, that file will be saved with .xls and .xlsx extension. Now one more important thing is there. Whenever you will create a blank document of MS Excel, that document will be named as book 1. Fine. So it means this book 1 is the default name of our MS Excel file. I hope that you have got this much. This conditional formatting is generally used to highlight the cells which are fulfilling our given criteria or our given condition. Fine. So this conditional formatting is used to format the cells, fields or records that follow the certain specified condition. To apply this conditional formatting, we have to select the conditional formatting option that is available under Styles section of the Home tab. Fine. As you can see over here in this picture, fine, we have selected our Home tab. Then in this Home tab we have this Styles section, and in this Styles section our first option is conditional formatting. Well, our other two options are format, all table and cell style. These are some styling features, whereas this conditional formatting will only highlight or apply the formatting effects on the cells which are fulfilling our given criteria. Now we have to discuss about this term in detail with the help of an example. Now let's see. Now we are back to our table. Fine. Now let's suppose you have to apply this conditional formatting on this particular table. Well, for working with the conditional formatting, you have to click on the Home tab. Then you have to select the conditional formatting option from the Style section. But before doing so, you have to select this range in which you want to apply this feature. Fine. So as you can see over here, I have selected the range. Then we have to click on this. When you will click on this, you will get some options like highlight cells tool, top bottom rules, data bars and some other options. But we only have to use this highlight cells rules from this. Fine. Now here we only have to use this greater than and this less than function and this equals to also. Fine. Other than these three, we don't have to use any other function for now. Fine. Now let's suppose from this mark 2 field, I want to highlight all the cells which are having any value more than 25. So for that I will use a greater than option. Fine. And after clicking on this greater than option, in this section here I have to write my value. So I am writing 25. As you can see, when I have written 25, all these cells are now highlighted automatically. Fine. Now let's suppose in this field of mark 2, I want to highlight the cells in which marks are less than 50. Fine. For doing so, I have to click on this highlight cells tool. I have to go to the less than option, and then here I have to enter a value, let's say 50. Fine. So as you can see that all the fields are highlighted. You can also change the colors or you can also remove this by using these options. Fine. If in case you want to remove these conditional formattings from this, you have to click on this clear rules and then you have to click on the clear rules from the selected cells. That's it.
In this video, we will see what is cell reference and what is the difference between absolute cell reference and relative cell reference. Here, in this example, I want to calculate percentage from the marks and out of marks. So I will type the formula equal to A2 divided by B2 multiplied by 100. So this is our formula. You can see that I have used A2 and B2. So I am referring to A2 cell and B2 cell so that it will be used into the formula. I don't have to type the values. Okay, I will just refer to those cells. So that is called as a cell reference in Excel. Now, if I press enter, it will give me the percentage. Whenever I copy this cell to somewhere else, or you can also drag it, okay, but if you check the formula, it has changed to B2 divided by C2. So how does that happen? By default, Excel uses relative cell reference. Relative cell reference means according to the columns and rows position, the formula changes. Excel has changed this formula to B2 divided by C2. So it is giving different result in this cell. Here it was A2 divided by B2. If you drag this cell below, it will give you an error because the formula is now B3 divided by C3. It is also highlighting here, see. So in the C3 here and in B3 also there is nothing. So you cannot divide 0 by 0, right? So that's why it has given error, that is divide by 0. So that means sometimes we don't want to change the cell references. In that case, you want to use absolute cell reference. So here in this formula, I will just change this formula. The absolute cell reference is a cell address with $sign. $sign fixes the cell reference. So I will add the $sign here. Okay, now I'll press the enter. You can see that it is still the same because right now we have not copied this formula to somewhere else. Now let's drag it here, and as you can see, now it is showing 59 only, the same value as this cell, because you can see that the formula is same as this cell. So that means absolute reference does not change, it remains constant. Now if I drag this below, you can see that it is still the same formula. So values remain unchanged because the formula is unchanged. But there is a problem. If I drag this below, but I don't want this value, I want to calculate this marks percentage. So what should I do now? Let's change this formula. First, let me tell you that $sign before the column and row means both are fixed. Here as you can see $A, $2. So that means $A column is fixed. $sign fixes the columns, as I told you. Column A is fixed and row 2 is also fixed. In this case also B column is fixed and row 2 is fixed. But in B2 we have out of marks. So we don't want to change B2 cell that is fixed out of marks. We will keep this as it is. We will only change here in A2. Okay. Now marks should be changed. Alright. So we will remove the $sign before the row. If we do that, now only the column is fixed and row will change. If I press enter now, it is giving 59, and if I drag it below, it is now calculating according to A3 and B2. See, A3 divided by B2. Now our formula is correct. It is just as we want. Let's drag it here and see what happens. See, it is still 59. If I drag it below, it is 30 because we have fixed the A column in the formula. See, the A column is fixed. That is why I can drag it to the right side and still it is giving me the correct percentage according to the marks in the A column. So this type of a formula, this type of a reference is called as a mixed reference. So this is an absolute reference where column and rows both are locked. But in this case, only the column is locked and the row is changing. So it is a mixed reference. Okay? And this is an absolute reference. Let me summarize what we discussed. There are two types of cell references, relative and absolute. Relative and absolute behave differently when copied to other cells. The absolute cell reference is a cell address with $sign. $sign fixes the reference. I hope you understood the concept.
I hope students you understood the details of this chapter. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.